So I'm working on the 3-point. And so I added these angle iron bars onto the side of the casing so that I'm not exactly sure which 3-point this comes off of, but it's supposed to be mounted on top of the frame like this, and so I'm not going to be able to do that. So I got to put a piece of angle, weld it to this frame, so that way it bolts to my side bolts, and then this is going to go in here, and then the thing's going to hang off of that. So I'm just going to punch some bolts here for mounting the frame on. I'll punch some holes in the ends of here so I can plug weld those and then weld a little better, but at least get it lined up quick and easy. And then I got to do another bar. Once it hangs on top, then you have these 2 lower bolts down here that I have to build like so I have one of these angles going like this way, so I can bolt into those 2 mounts there. So now I'm just gonna punch some holes in here so I can weld this up, or get that bracket welded and everything. So I got this bracket made up. Chamfer's rolled up so I can put it in here, hold it on. I got a little gap to hold it so it goes level to that. I weld it on so it's not going to move well. So give me a little room just on top just in case, and keeps everything level, that top plate. Now I just need to make another little piece to go on the inside. Something similar to this. That's going to hold across from these bars, across the whole width, but I can weld into on these 2 here. And then the 3-point will be put on here. I need 2 inches of material, so I can just weld one of these inch-and-a-half angles across, and then take another stub and weld the other way. Give me about 2 inches perfect. So take this off and knock this out. I'll cut this off and weld that onto there. So got these holes so I can plug weld those into my vertical frame. And these are the 2 bolt holes that go to the front or back, or you want to call it, of the frame. And then with these two, I can plug weld this and I weld it all up. Alright, so now I'm gonna set this on top of here. I'm all said and done, I'll weld some captive nuts on the bottom of this. There, yeah, so it's all lined up on the frame. You want to. Unfortunately, I forgot about this, that the frame isn't square. So I gotta actually have to slide this over a bit because it's I was thinking about that. Alright, so that's where I need to get it. I actually need to just drill 2 holes in the top there. And need to offset that other one before I plug weld that. So I'll drill some new holes and I'll fix that bottom bracket there. So after realizing my mistake, I drilled these holes in the right place this time. So, and I put new nuts on that one. I'll put nuts on that after. So I'm gonna put this on here. There. There we go. So you need to, looks like it clears that gap. I made a relief on the backside for the first time, but I guess it's enough there. So I just need to weld the piece on here, and then I'll be done. I'm probably gonna add a little reinforcement here to make this, it's not pulling on so much right there, but yeah, I'm gonna weld that on. There. Now I got a 3-point on here. I can take that all off and reinforce a little bit, but and I'll put these nuts on, like nose down, weld them on. So yeah, gotta put the cylinder in and take it apart, repaint it, gotta straighten this out. Now we gotta make a top link, but not too bad of a job to make this. So I got this all welded up, got all the plug welds done and stuff. And I re-tapped the holes so it welds a little tight on some of them. So I'm gonna put it on.
Of course, I'm patient and not letting it cool down before I bolt it on. And then we're gloves and bare fingers.
I've got the cylinder for it, but I was kind of half tempted to see if I could find a more modern replacement for it. But now I gotta, I'm not sure if this stuff is bend back when I just bolt it onto something. Oops. It's not bad. Now I just need to make a top link for it. See about getting another cylinder for it or reuse that one. I do have some other top links that are some 5/8, but I got some more bars around here somewhere that have some. that's basically the rear 3-point hitched up. Did put a cylinder on it, so this wouldn't have keep the bars from hanging on the ground. If anybody knows the length that the top link is supposed to be, that'd be super handy to know, so I could reproduce it. So if you know what that is, send a note in the comments. That'd be really appreciated. I can keep working on this. I ordered the new steering cylinder, and that will be here sometime. I didn't realize it was coming from over in Europe. I probably would have ordered from a different site, but too late now. And I also ordered the John Deere 430, whatever, the same as 318, the steering column that has regular JIC fittings on it and stuff, so I can actually plumb it easier without having to get those special Eaton only banjo for O-ring fittings. So I do need to knock that piece off, cut those tacks off, and flop that bracket around the other way. But slowly making progress again. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.